Shuri, go on.
Good afternoon, everyone, and today we will have some podcasts with our friends here about ICT role in education. So, may we like to introduce our friends firstly? So, let me introduce myself first. Of course, my name is Marco Vidal and beside me we have
Matilda Irene Siriga.
I'm Johannes Batista Pandia.
All right, so I heard that in your school that we have the ICT subjects, right?
Yes.
So what do you think about the ICT subjects that we are having about, and what do you think about the beneficials of this ICT project on our education life, like educational stuff?
Well, in my opinion, it's basically very informative and interesting for me. However, learning it is kind of hard.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
sometimes it can be like challenging because we are somehow new to it. And what about you?
I think ICT has really helped me to get true information in my life. So that before ICT came to our school, like we just open close the books and yeah, I still don't know what does that mean. So when ICT comes, then it's really helped me.
Alright, so with ICT, especially with the ICT subjects, we have like data structure or algorithm. Like somehow we are new to them, so it can maybe exhausting for us, but it will be good for our future because we are living on technology. These days we have to use technology. So what about, it's still on the subject, what about in common? What is the role of ICT in modern education in common? About maybe other subjects you use ICT in other subjects. What do you think about that?
There's two types. That is assistive, basically like asking a certain AI on your assignments, or generative, basically just asking an AI to do something for you. However, in my opinion, generative AI is not really that great.
Yeah, like generative AI, by which means that students sometimes cheat rather than doing stuff themselves, right? Like schoolwork or something like that.
Yeah, and also out of school, like people generating drawings and songs, it doesn't show the true the authentics of like the art. The art was supposedly made by hand, human hands, and
It's supposed to be handmade rather than AI generated.
yes, agree.
Like AI generated doesn't have any like feelings touching the art, so it's not really touching the heart of the human that's enjoying the art, right?
Especially how it's really uncanny.
Yeah, sometimes it's
Just
uncanny.
imagine like one of the drawings like
Mm.
something like that.
And about you, how does ICT improve teaching and learning process? You know, like maybe learning and teaching process, maybe students will be asked to do like PPT, or maybe they have to do presentations with ICT. What do you think about that? They're using technologies in the studying process.
I think that ICT is really helpful actually on teachers. Like when teachers use ICT, like they'll show us what it ICT means eventually on presentation. Like teacher use ICT to help the students how to use ICT exactly. Exactly.
Like for example, what about the presentations? Which presentations you mean? Like maybe they just give the presentation, or do they sometimes teach how to do like maybe doing something for the slides, how to use the slides, how to make the slides cool, something like that. What? And which means are you referring to?
I think I prefer the second one, like when
Referring to.
yes, I think like when teacher gave us a project, maybe like to use make a making project and make a presentation. Like I think we must learn it ourselves, not teacher learn.
Ah, so sometimes students have to
Yes.
teach themselves how to use the technology. Alright, so that's interesting. Um, and we also have like, how can ICT support distance or online learning, Matilda?
Well, it can transform traditional classrooms into digital learning space by introducing tools like the annotate on Zoom and many more. facilitate personal learning and rich and multimedia-rich content as well as interactive learning for everyone to enjoy.
Oh, like for example, you can have like maybe you can give me an example.
Nowadays, there's like a bunch of apps, games mainly for children to learn about mathematics or many languages, or not sponsored, Educational Perfect. It was the best interactive learning I've ever tried. You can also challenge other schools, including your own friends.
Including our own friends in the same school, or maybe our classmates even, yeah?
Yeah.
And sometimes these educations are important for us if we don't use the education, like the internet for education. Sometimes it can be hard to find some information out of it, right? So that's how informative is important to us. So about Zoom, what do you think about the Zoom meeting, for example? Is it effective actually for learning?
Well, it is truly effective for the students. They can interact with other people, and also they can actually and effectively learn from the teachers, even if they close their cameras to do something else.
Sometimes they like just wear a uniform and they just came there to give their absence. Like after they give in, I'm here, and then they just close the camera and see it falls through, and then they do.
I'm sorry that I would be one of them because
Yeah.
I turn off my
Actually,
Zoom
I'm
and
also
play
one of
games.
Alright, so Matilda, and now what about Johannes? How important is the teacher training in successful ICT integration?
For me, I think it's really important when teachers teach us as students to use the ICT. When teachers teach us how to use ICT, I think it's really help us to improve ICT. Like Matilda said, when when we use Zoom meeting, like teacher must teach us first when we want to use Zoom, right?
Yeah, the teachers have to teach us how to use Zoom, like to show us we have to enter the passcode to enter the Zoom meeting, alright? But sometimes teachers also don't really teach the students. Sometimes they just absent because they can't do, unfortunately. And what are the ethical or security issues related to ICT in education? To both of you, I'm asking first to Matilda.
Some people can use it to blackmail someone online. Yeah.
It's a great issue right today that people blackmailing people, especially those but what about in education?
In education, just like I said before, generative AI, it basically doesn't let a said person think. They become dependent. They are but silkworms. They need someone to care for them, and they cannot grow to become a butterfly and fly by their own.
So on the ground of education, they just being dependent on the AI, not doing things themselves. Sometimes even when teachers give homework, they just copy pasted the homework to maybe an AI, and then they just copy pasted it from the AI to their maybe worksheets. And what about you? What do you think about this on the grounds of education, or the ethical or security issues related to ICT?
I think, same with Matilda, it can be blackmailing someone, and
And the grounds of education?
maybe it can be used
From this to what?
I think like when ICT is cannot used correctly, good, and maybe
It's not used well.
Yes. I think like
Students.
students can be like cheating, or maybe like just copy paste this and you will get a good grade, and you will have nothing.
Yeah, but sometimes when you use the wrong prompts, sometimes it can even lower grades to write.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, sometimes if we don't use the true keywords to the AI, sometimes they can answer it wrong.
Maybe like some teacher know that we use AI or not, like our writing. It maybe like do AI word or our words. It's
Yeah, especially nowadays, we also in our school we have to do like scriptions. We have to do like we have to give letters. We have to like scriptions. Lots of them, and sometimes we just generate it purely from the AI and we just imprint it. Doesn't even read them. We don't even like see what's wrong, what's right. Sometimes they definitely can see when they use AI. There is also like from AI, like from this ICT for example, AI there is zero chat GPT, right? It can detect if it's using from AI or not. So for the future, what innovations in ICT are expected to influence education in the future?
For me, it will most likely be a learning that will be more interactive and fun. Because, like I said about this app, students will remember more if they interact with said learning. For example, if a teacher teaches them like in some sort of chemistry lab and go, oh hey, let's learn on how to make elephant toothpaste. The students can remember entirely how to make them, and it's also very fun and engaging for both the students and the teachers.
Oh, so like when we were more innovative for them to use like ICT in the future rather than we just, of course, ICT have the negative and positive things in them, but you have to see on the positive grounds, and maybe we should stop like maybe like the students, or maybe sometimes teachers even copy paste it from the AI, but seeing from the risk grounds, we can see that there is the positivity in it. And how about you?
I think like maybe in the future we will not join school anymore because like you know what, when in the future I think technology is will be everywhere and we can use it every day. And yeah, when we I think school is more like Zoom every day or not. We like maybe like in the future we will not join school anymore. Like we just study at home. Like teacher will call us or make a video interactive that we see them. I think like more like
Oh.
that.
And it also deteriorated social skills.
So that's why maybe in the future there are some chances that we will not go to school anymore. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening to us. Good afternoon, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.